do it for you, meaning I'll take your press release, I'll pitch it to the media, I'll get your story, right? A PR coach is a person that shows you how to do it, the everyday person. Why? Because we are our own media. Everybody who has a phone, everybody who has a bloggy, everyone who has a camera, she could take that, actually be the media person for herself. She is actually the media. Take that, put it on the blog becomes the newspaper or the magazine, or put it on YouTube, which becomes the TV, or even I can rip the sound off of that camera, and that actually becomes a podcast. Be the media. It's like eliminating the middleman. The only difference why someone needs a publicist today is why. What would be a reason why someone would need a publicist? Just a regular, everyday local store. Just not a big Ford Motor Company, but why someone would need a publicist?
They don't have time.
They don't have time. That's true. That's true. I always say you either have time or you have money. So they don't have time, so that means they have money. Okay.
You need a publicist to get them the media access?
Yeah, in a way. But really, this access to media now is really easy, right? I mean, pretty much you see the email at the end of every story in the free press, or you can follow them on Twitter, or they have their own blog. So it's that part is really gone. That was used to what they needed PR people for. Because they said, well, you've got the contacts. And we used to spend like $1,500 on these directories, national pitch books, or Bacons and that sort of thing. We used to spend a lot of money on that and have them and updated and all that. Well, as years went by, Google kind of took that over. It was like, you know what? If you can Google, you've got your own media contacts. You can create your own media list. So the relationships are still important. So publicists have their relationships, but in terms of finding them, that's not as much as a need anymore. What's another reason why?
I was saying, like, some people, like, they don't understand, like, it's like it's science to it. And some people have, like, all these tools. You might have all those tools, but you might not know how to manipulate them and use them to your advantage.
Right. And as a journalist, as a publicist, you know how to write, how to pitch, how to find a hook. You know what times to pitch it. You know what to say. You know how it should look. Right? Because as you all are taping things, you have a certain look. Maybe to get part of the sign, because you're branding it. Maybe you go to Wayne State. That's what a publicist would look for. Or they would know that, okay, to stage a certain photo a certain way, to make sure things look a certain way, because you have what I want to call a marketing mind. Versus someone who knows what they're doing. If they're a restaurant, they just know the restaurant business. Now, maybe they can pitch themselves by doing a press release, an SEO press release, and put it online, but they really don't know how to write it or even how it should sound or look. They don't know what the headline should look like. They don't know what keywords. So that's why they would either hire a publicist or a PR coach, which means someone that shows them how to do it themselves. That's really it. Someone who shows them how to do it themselves. Because if you can blog, you really have your own newspaper, magazine. If you know how to speak into a microphone, you can podcast, have it syndicated in iTunes. And if you know how to videotape and talk without saying and like, you can do a video. I still see some videos that are on YouTube where they're saying like. I'm like, why would you do that? Take a speech class at Wayne State. No. But really, one of the main things is you want to make sure that you can be the medium. What is the starting point? Probably to get to my stuff over here, huh? Be your own publicist. I didn't know that was there. Right. Be your own publicist. Creating your core message in your brand. Where is the starting point for social media PR? What is the starting point for social media, period, I guess you would say? Facebook? Twitter?
It depends on your goal.
Okay. So your goal is maybe sales.
Mm-hmm. Are you asking me what my opinion is?
Yeah, so say the goal, if you're in business, anyone who hires you, they're going to want to make money because they got to pay you something, so they want to make money. So what's the goal in social media? Everybody's goal. Everybody wants to be a rock star, but besides that.
To be known.
To be known. Okay. To be known, so people have to find you. Mm. Okay. So if they find you, then what? What's the goal after that?
Your message should be heard.
Okay. And then if your message is heard, then what?